Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a new product for you guys that we're going to be dropping, and I'm excited to share with you guys. What I'm going to be giving you guys is actually something that has been needing to be improved in our platform for a long time, and I'm going to show you what it is. So, without further ado, the Search Atlas Chrome Extension V3. And to walk us through it, I got my main man, Arman Advani, in the house. What's up, Arman? How are you?
What's going on, Monik? Happy to be here. Excited for the holidays. Excited for continued awesomeness in 12 days of Christmas, guys. We have a lot of other stuff rolling out, so please make sure you keep coming back for these live streams. You never know what we're going to release, honestly, because sometimes we don't even know until a couple minutes before the event. So, our engineering team is working overtime, and, shout out in the chat, Tomas, Nico, Ismar, Jason, Aleki, like all of these guys. These are the true unsung heroes of Search Atlas, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, Monik and I get to come up here and show you the fruits of their labor, but really they are the unsung heroes of the platform. So I just want to take a moment to shout out our team. My cat also echoes that sentiment here. Wanted to just show a little bit of love to you guys and the Search Atlas engineering team.
Well, they're not the unsung heroes because we're calling them out. So now they're the sung heroes. So I'll make sure we post this video, the live stream in the chat to the group. But the Chrome extension, Arman, how long have we been doing SEO at this point? Been a long time.
Been a long time. Going on a decade, brother.
Going on a decade. And one of the things that we often do, we do this when we're running audits for clients. We do this when we're analyzing the SERP landscape, trying to figure out what's going on with the SERP, is we're loading websites, we're analyzing them, we're meeting with clients, we're looking at their competitors, and we do all that predominantly in Google Chrome. Search Atlas as a platform exists as well, but when we're navigating and we're just kind of learning the client's world, we're reading their site. We're looking at their SERP. We're looking at their Google business profile. We're doing all these things. And so the Chrome extension is our way of bringing the Search Atlas platform with us along that ride and giving us insight as we pretty much kind of peruse the web and explore the web. And so Chrome extension has been one of those products that we've used, and it's been really beneficial for our agency and for our team and our analysis, but we haven't really been able to put as much energy into it as we've wanted to. And so as a part of the 12 days, we kind of looked at all the parts of the platform, some of the ones that had been forgotten about and not really worked on in a while, and we came back to them. And we said, okay, what can we do to make this better? So yesterday you guys saw the billing page. The billing page. The billing page.
Yeah, that laugh gets me every time, man.
So good. I mean, we couldn't dedicate a day to launching a billing page. Hey guys, guess what? We redesigned and revamped the billing page. I know we got a lot of love for it, but it's not that sexy, not as exciting, but we knew we needed to improve it. And so today's walkthrough is going to be of the changes we've made to the Chrome extension to make it faster, more user-friendly, and more powerful as well. So you'll see in just a moment here exactly what we did. And I'm actually excited for it. So let's get that CCR song up one more time, just to kind of get the mood right. Get into the vibes. But you can also already kind of see the toolbar at the top. So it's already there on the screen. But Arman, let's...
Yeah, and absolutely. I think there are a few different use cases for, practically, why did we build a Chrome extension? Why do we even think it was necessary? And why did we overhaul it, right? So as Monik said, we've been using a myriad of different Chrome extensions over the last 10 years. Some to look at, is this page indexable or not? Others to look at metadata. What is the title? Does this page have schema? If so, what schema? Have we missed any headings? What is the taxonomy of heading structures on this page? We also use things like quick site analysis metrics to figure out, is this a worthy competitor? Is this a lead that I should prospect because clearly they need my help from an SEO perspective? So the Chrome extension has real practical applications, both for existing keyword research and competitor analysis as well as for sales prospecting purposes. So it's not just a tool for the sake of a tool. It really has a lot of practical applications. And I think everyone will actually get a lot of value in it right now. So let's start looking at it. We have this default mode here, which is a thin toolbar that will appear on any page that you're browsing, right? And it gives you quick access to metrics like URL ratings, backlinks, organic traffic, referring domains, domain rating, domain power. All of these metrics are quickly accessible at your fingertips right here. If you don't like seeing that on your experience, you can always, remove it just like that, right? So you can turn it on or turn it off. And there's also a mode in the settings over here that allows you to toggle that. So if we enable it, we go over here to settings, we could enable or disable the toolbar whenever we want, right? So that's already there. And we can also decide if we want to automatically reprocess results. If we, visited a page and we thought we made updates to a page, we could literally reprocess the results immediately, just like that. Now,
Nice.
Let's start at the actual summary, right? So when you first initiate it, it's going to show you the on-page summary, which at a glance is showing you how many sequential headers do you have. A great thing to note, like when you look at this, if you look at an H1 and you see a big fat 0 here, that means you forgot one of the most prominent and important on-page tags, which is your heading 1 tag. So that should be a signal like, oh man, I need to go and re-architect my headers to make sure that I have an H1 on this. Similarly, if you see multiple H1s here, you can go in there and understand immediately that you should start decoupling and reorganizing your headers to make sure you just have one H1 and then you're leveraging the subsequent headers as a function of that. Now, when we look at things like metadata, so we have things like title tags, meta descriptions, canonical links, it's not just presenting the value, it's also giving us a recommendation like, is this a good title tag? Is this a bad title tag? Is this following recommended character counts? Is it missing altogether? Is our page indexable? Is the canonical tag set properly and self-referencing? And as we scroll down, we can also see additional values like the robots level meta directives. We can see, does the page have meta keywords, which we know through our data science studies is actually an important signal for search engines. And we can also see things like, word count and the language that's being utilized here. And then these two buttons, the robots.txt and sitemap, these will actually download your full robots.txt file and the full sitemap for the page. So you can literally extract those files with one click just by initiating the agent.
Yep. Easy peasy. And this is super useful when you're looking at your site or someone else's website, just to get a quick lay of the land. One of the things about the old Chrome extension that we wanted to improve upon was the speed with which the pop-up would open and present the data. So the old one, it took a while to process the information, analyze it. Now, the new one is lightning fast. So as soon as you click it, all this data is available and you can really do quick on-page audits, like extremely, extremely fast. We wanted that to be faster just to make it a better part of the workflow for doing technical SEO on sites. So we have that now. Armand, what else can we do with this? Can you also talk about? Also, can you talk about? So you notice, like in the toolbar, you see that toolbar there, how there's that green at the bottom of the icon. What does that mean?
That's a great question. So this is a subtle but very important feature for the Chrome extension. So if you're seeing this green bar, fully green under the SA favicon, that implies that the page that you're on is both indexable, so it has an index tag, and it is a followable page, right? Whereas if we look at a page that is non-indexable, this would be a red line instead of a green line. And if we look at a page that has a no index but a follow protocol, then it would be a split line. It would be half red, half green, right? So at a glance, we're actually able to look at page level indexation and understand like, hey, I published this page to my site yesterday. Why in the name of sweet baby Jesus is it marked as no indexed when I want it to be found in Google search, right? I can't tell you how often that happens where like web dev pushes a page live and they're like, hey boss, page live, check it out. And I go check it out, and the first thing I see is SA with this red line under it. And I don't even need to look at the
Uh-oh.
rest of the page because I know it's set as a no index
Yeah.
tag, right?
So it's so
So those
convenient. You
quick
just look
actions are
at it.
great.
If you look up and you see that it's red, you know this page cannot be indexed by search engines. So it's a really
Exactly.
handy visual indicator that you can use. It's just one of those things from having done this for so long that we want to we want to give you guys all of the kind of speed optimizations, the workflow boosts that we do at our agency when we're doing practical SEO in the wild on websites. So that's why we put that in there, and just now you guys understand what that indicator means.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. So a couple other things in here. Now, this tab, the first one when you actually initiate it, as it implies, this is a summary of the on-page elements of the site. But as we go to the top right toggle, that's where you get the more granular views of all of the things that are being described in the summary. So if we click headings, now we see all of the headings and the heading structures, their supporting text, and we can quickly copy this and either use it for a content plan or use it to build out a new page if we're doing competitor research, or grab it to show someone why the structure of their page is inferior, right? So it's not just about presenting data, it's about making data as accessible to you, at every step of this entire workflow.
Yeah.
Now, the next
Link
tab over
status.
is our link status. Yeah. This one's awesome too, because we do have some top level filters where we can go all unique external links. So links from our page that we're linking out to. We show you where in the page is it, what type of link is it, and is it a do follow or no follow link? And then we see the internal links. So pages from this page that we're linking to other pages on our site, either via the navigation, the footer, or the body internal links. And then we also indicate, is it an internal link? Where is it located? And is it a do follow or no follow link, right? So very quick access to all of those. And again, you can download those as a CSV file here.
This is really handy because a lot of times, how often, especially when you do link building, you right click, inspect element, view page source, and type in the domain, like your domain that you built the link to, just to validate that that link is there. And then to validate that it's do follow. That's kind of ugly, and like doing it that way is not fun. So this is much better. Now you get to look at the external links. And here's the other thing that's important: the order of the links in which they appear on the page. So this is presented from top of the fold to the bottom, right? So very top of the page, bottom of the page. And you can actually understand now as well if there are other links that are taking page rank that are higher up. And so it's kind of another nice indicator that you can use to just understand, make sure the links that are important, whether they're internal links or external links, appear closer toward the top.
Agreed. And just to call this out, I'm sure everyone's seeing it, but it's also displaying what is the anchor text in which that link is embedded. So if it's not just a naked link on your page, but it's contextually embedded with a word, like in this example, other specialty therapy tracks, that's what it's displaying. This word has this link embedded in the copy. It's an internal link and it has a follow status, right? So that's how we interpret that.
Nice.
Cool. And images. I know this one's a fun one as well, because it's showing us on this page, there are 47 images. Out of those 47 images, only one of them is missing an alt image text, but all 47 of them are missing an image title, right? And then as we scroll down, again, it'll show us all or without alt text or without title. And then we'll see the image name, the dimensions, the size, the alt text if present, and the title if present. So this also helps us very quickly see, do I have an opportunity here to add alt image text and titles to enrich the semantics of this page using auto and expanding the keyword universe for the page by deploying net new alt image text or alt image text for the first time.
Perfect. That's nice.
And again, you can always download this out. Yeah.
So that's also helpful because it shows just how much opportunity you get with auto when you look at those alts and you just look at what they look like, and you can see area of opportunity on any page that you're viewing. And that also is kind of a proxy for the impact that you'll get, from that one particular module when you click deploy on the image alt text. The more missing alts you have on the page, or the bigger the impact you're going to get when you deploy them.
Yeah, absolutely. And no SEO plugin would be complete without a dedicated section for schema. So we've looked at a lot of plugins, and we've used a lot of plugins that, show schema, but either it's only showing us like one type of schema, or it's stacking all the schemas in an infinite scroll that makes it absolutely unusable from a user perspective. So what we've done is just simplify that and show all of the schemas that are present on the page as a top level toggle. So we can go here and then just click into this and very quickly see, hey, what unique schemas does this competitor have that my client doesn't? Or what schemas does my client's page have and which ones are we missing? Or what is the opportunity from a schema perspective to enrich this page? And again, use the page level schemas inside Auto now to go in there and systematically build the correct schemas. So this makes schema accessible, and it allows you to have quick QA functionality, as well as, if you're doing a sales call or a demo, to be able to call things out about how you can specifically help the prospect you're talking to by stating facts about their site without having to run a full audit or wait for a comprehensive analysis to be done.
This site's actually pretty good. They've got, they're saying that they're a medical clinic, which is great. They're not using like the high level organization. They're saying specifically that their type is a medical clinic, which is correct. So this is a good example because you found these guys at the top of Google, so they're optimized. Yes, but this is also very useful because obviously a homepage, people often have the right scheme on the homepage, but when we get page level, that's where all the gaps appear for sure. So that's also really useful for running audits. And now you can show your clients, by the way, when you're on a call with them, look at their competitors, pop this up, show them your schema, or what schema you want to add, show them theirs, and they can see the gaps there as well. So this becomes also very useful in sales calls to do demos. I saw one question in the chat is, can this be white labeled? Great question. Right now, no, but we can support that. I think that's a great feature request. I'll give that to the Chrome extension team so you guys can see your little logos in the top left-hand corner, as well as maybe in the toolbar. I'll see if we can get in the toolbar as well. That way you can white label this as well if you're on the Pro plan or above. So nice request there, whoever asked for that.
Beautiful. Cool. So the next section over, guys, like next to schema, is going to be the social section, which is essentially designed to show you, is this page optimized for social sharing, leveraging things like open graph cards, or what used to be called Twitter tiles, or Twitter cards. I'm not sure if we call them X cards now. That just sounds weird. But the industry nomenclature is Twitter cards for that, right? But we also have the open graph cards here. Really, this impacts the way the URLs are shared when you post on Facebook or share via LinkedIn or tweet about it, things like this. And again, this is something that you can fix and optimize with Auto. So if you're missing it, or you don't have it, or it's partially complete, you can use that module inside Auto to go ahead and fix that as well.
Nice one.
Cool. Okay, now the most important thing. So we started with all the technical stuff, but the most useful feature of this, when we look at the slim toolbar and we see all of these metrics here, if we click the actual Chrome extension again, and we look at this one right here, which is site metrics, this is where we have our grades, right? This is where we're able to see, either for our client or the lead that we're talking to or the competitor that we're analyzing, what are their domain level metrics? Like, how are they actually doing from an authority perspective, from a backlink perspective? What channels are they winning in? Like, are they participating in paid search? How many organic keywords are they ranked for? How much organic traffic do they get? What's the economic value of the traffic that they're earning from organic? And then grading them across the 4 pillars of SEO to, at a glance, be able to show someone like, hey, you do have some deficiencies here and we can help. And obviously, these data sets are, a minimalist view compressed within a Chrome extension. But here, if we click go to dashboard, now it'll take the page that you were just on and it'll import it into our Site Explorer tool, and it'll actually present the full report here for us inside Search Atlas, right? So you go from website to Chrome extension to dashboard literally by clicking open this page in the dashboard, and then the full report runs for you on the page level that you are on, right? Or you can actually even do it on the domain level. So it's kind of up to you, like how you want to get to the report, either page level or domain level. But going from the site to opening domain in Site Explorer is incredibly useful. You do have to be logged in, obviously, to your Search Atlas account. But going from, again, Chrome extension to dashboard, I mean, that's an awesome feature, right? Whereas most SEO plugins or Chrome extensions are just that. They're only a Chrome extension that's not connected to this backend data set.
Yeah.
So it doesn't let you go any deeper even if you wanted to, whereas this obviously does.
It's a really big workflow improvement, quality of life improvement. So as you guys are browsing, you're trying to analyze a website, and you just think, hey, I want to see what this data looks like. I want to see all their historical traffic. I want to open that up in Search Atlas. Now you don't need to copy the URL, open the dashboard, go to Site Explorer, click paste. No, it's just one click button direct in there. And then, once you're in there, all the data that's inside Explorer is at your fingertips. Also, looks like we didn't get the domain power metrics in the toolbar or in the pop-up. We will. That's just a small oversight. The team's going to be updating the version of the plugin again, probably in the next couple days. So just stay tuned for that. They'll be putting that in as well. But we just wanted to get this to you guys early before the holiday.
And there's one other cool feature for this is what the plugin does in SERPs. So if we Google let's just say local, actually go rehab center in Las Vegas. So with the actual Chrome extension, we then start populating data here. Let me try a different one. Local SEO agency. Yeah. So up here, when we give it a query that has search volume, it's not a restricted keyword. It'll give us the keyword difficulty, the average monthly search volume, as well as the average cost per click based off the keyword that I typed in. Now, when I scroll down further, let me just see if I initiate this one more time. I need to sign in.
Try another keyword, like pop in Search Atlas, for example.
Okay. My tables are not appearing.
Yeah, there's put a space in there between Search and Atlas. It's supposed to be the similar keywords and other metrics. Not sure why that's not popping up.
Correct.
But we'll
maybe because I'm not logged in with my Chrome instance. Let me try doing that. Nothing like a live demo, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check on it with the team. But you guys will see inside SERPs pills that give you metrics on the SERP, so you can understand their authority scores, their authority signatures, and similar keywords on the right-hand side of the page. So you'll see that.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Let's just go through this one more time. Make sure there's no hidden secrets in here that we may have missed. So we have our on-page summary with quick actions. We have our site metrics with a quick link to the dashboard. And then we have tabbed views for all of the in-depth reports with export or copy features all throughout it. We do also have a little settings here where we can enable or disable the toolbar. We can toggle the reprocessing of the page. And if there are sites where we don't want the toolbar to ever be displayed, we can add that to our exclusion list here. So the next time you browse the site, if it's on the exclusion list, the site won't trigger an analysis here for us.
Nice. Cool. All right. I think that's the lay of the land. Let's see if we have any other questions here in the chat. We've got, let's see. It should be compatible with auto. So if, I'm not sure which installation you're using, whether you're using the server-side rendering one with WordPress or Cloudflare or the Pixel, But if you're on the server side, you should see all the changes in the page and you'll be able to audit it directly through the first tab. And if you're on the JavaScript version, just make sure you give maybe a second or two for that data to actually rewrite inside the DOM or the HTML of the page before you render it. But yeah, that's it. That is a wrap for today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Armand, thank you for the walkthrough and the demo.
For sure.
And guys, stay tuned. We've got some other really big launches coming up. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you so much. Peace out.